Just got my bike inspected. I figured while I was over here I would do my Falls Mills Yards, Pocahontas, Abbs Valley, Mud Fort, Tip Top, Whitten's Mill. Oop, that was embarrassing. It's actually fairly pleasant today, temperature-wise. It's also the first time I'm riding with contact lenses, so we'll see how that goes. I do notice that my eyes really water up really fast, so that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. What's that? Oh man, oh, is that a fox or something? Windy today. Cross breeze is, well, actually crosswind. I mean, it's not just a breeze. It's not as bad as it was the other day, Saturday, but it's not nothing. Really kind of needed this ride today. I haven't been able to ride nearly as much as I've wanted to this summer so far. And I mean, the summer's pretty much over if you ask me. But yeah, use all that road. Straighten them corners out, you douchebag. Oh shit, John Cicada with his one song from the 90s. Definitely see better than with my glasses, and I also don't have to worry about sliding off the end of my nose and my nose getting sweaty and greasy, so that's nice too. Guess this will be one of those whiskey tangos that pull out in front of you and don't go the hell on. If this was an 1100, I would have passed him, but it just doesn't quite have the get up and fuck you that an 1100 does. reason I got my old cell phone sitting there is I kind of want to see what the 0 to 60 is on this. So I do plan on trying that out at some point, just for farts and giggles. If my breathing comes in over more than anything else, I do apologize, but the way I've got my little mic mounted, it's like on the little, I don't know, plastic rubber face shield thingy, and it's kind of just in front of my nose. But I mean, there's really no other place to put it, if I'm honest. I mean, that's secure anyway. So if I start breathing hot and heavy, I do apologize. But yeah, I just got the inspection, so I'm good for another year. I'm always just a little bit like surprised when it passes. And I mean, you know, before I left, I checked everything: lights, signals, brake lights, license plate light, you know, brake pad wear, you know, all the things that he would check. And I mean, but still, you know, I'm just me, some random a-hole on the internet. So I mean, you know, and I mean, I'm pretty much responsible for everything on this bike, so I'm always a little surprised when it's actually, you know, to spec, I guess. I can't tell you how many times I've had to mess with the turn signals and the brake light wiring, the headlight, all that crap. And I mean, it's all old, brittle, just skanky wiring, you know. And I've tried to go through and leave things better than I found them whenever I touch something, you know. Because I mean, previous owners have not been kind to this thing. We're going to get a signal? No, we're not going to get a signal. You're a piece of shit. You don't signal. I really honestly need to clean my bike, because where I store it, it's just like a little outbuilding beside my place, and to get there I have to go through my yard, and my yard holds water all the time. If it hasn't rained in 2 weeks, my yard will somehow still be wet. Just, it's the lowest, you know, just right there. The water line is right there. And when Helene came through last year, it came up and flooded my neighborhood pretty bad. It left us alone, but I mean, you know, with the water table being just right there anyway, you can imagine it was pretty freaking sketchy and scary. But we got lucky. And you know, it's but yeah, there's a creek, stream, whatever you want to call it, behind, you know, this kind of snakes around the back there. And so, you know, water table, ground level. And I've got a theory. I've noticed that the crappier the car, the worse the driver. And I know that there's like a certain, almost an elemental power in owning a car that's so ratty that you don't give a shit about it. But there's a difference between not giving a shit about your car and being neglectful and driving like an utter contemptible piece of shit. And I found, by and large, that the shittier the car, the shittier the driver. The less They are considerate. The less observant they are. And I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm poor as shit. My car is a 2009 Impreza. My wife's car is a 2008 Honda Fit. We're poor. We're broke as shit constantly. But still, if I have to be behind this piece of shit the entire ride, I'm going to be really disappointed in life. If you're turning off, turn. I don't know if other people have the same sort of stuff going on in their head as I do. And I know it's not necessarily the best way to be, but I just can't stand people that don't follow the rules of the road, because you're breaking the social contract when you do that shit. You're putting me and everybody else's lives at risk when you don't go the speed limit. Going too slow is just as bad, if not worse, than going too fast. But driving aggressively, I think, is more dangerous than all of it. You can drive too fast, but not be aggressive about it. But thoughtless drivers, inattentive drivers, and aggressive drivers, they are what will get you fucking dead. Then you've got animals in road conditions. Then you've got your ability, then the bike's ability, and state of yourself and state of the bike. Those are all things that you kind of got to think about, watch out for. Or at least me. Do not take riding advice from me. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to tell other people how or what to ride. Oh man, my nose is running. It's like, oh, this is going to be miserable. This is going to suck the entire time. So I got my prescription from my optometrist at the same time I got a replacement contact lens, and strangely enough, randomly found my right contact lens this morning, Sarah said. So go figure that. But anyway, got my prescription and went to 1-800contacts.com, not a sponsor, and found out that through them it would cost $56.74 for 6 months, opposed to $100 per month at the optometrist. Now that my optometrist has treated me well, but she don't treat me so well that I'm willing to not save money like that, flat out. I always wonder what that building was. I like the little community garden thing they got going on there, though. That's pretty cool. Let's see if I can do something about this runny nose. Sorry. I haven't been taking my Claret, and I don't know. And these contacts, I noticed my eyes really water really bad when riding. So haven't gone to the Back of the Dragon yet this year. I'd like to go the next couple weeks. I'm definitely going on a weekday though. Weekends, forget about it. It's a miserable attempt if you go on a weekend. And the bad thing is, I always come back through Marion, 70s, or is it 81? Then 77, and, all that stuff. And I hate that interstate. What's this? Yeah, see, look at the leaves when they're turning upside down like that. That's I don't know if if I heard it somewhere, but I always call that the leaf gauge or the tree gauge. Tree gauge also is when the branches are swaying. Leaf gauge is just when it's the bottoms of the leaves. Oh yeah, I'm listening to this really rad Spotify playlist. It's like a Kmart something or another. I can't remember right off the top of my head, but anyway, it's like basically 80s, 90s, maybe even some 70s, early 2000s, just adult contemporary, I guess it would have been called. Not easy listening, just random stuff. Like second song on the playlist is Nothing Can Stop Us Now by Starship. So I mean, it goes, it's just lots of 80s, 90s stuff that I would listen to anyway, unironically. And anyway, I'm listening to that playlist, and it's always sort of, I don't want to say bittersweet, but I don't know, because I always call them bus ride songs. Stuff like Journey, or just some specific songs that I remember hearing on the bus in the mornings. 92, 93. Mom would take us to the end of the road to catch the bus. So we lived about a mile or so off of the main highway around here. It's called Route 460. And, I would, as the bus would go, to the other neighborhoods, a lot of mornings I would see my mom going back home, and it always made me sad. Even when I was a kid, it always made me sad, probably because I didn't want to be going to school, but I was always just a little bit, and so yeah, that's what I call bus ride music. Fields of Gold by Sting, that's one. Just I know them when I hear them, is what I'll say. That's how I'll put it. But it's basically, I never thought I would be one of those old farts that just listens to the music they grew up with. But it turns out I'm one of those old farts who just listens to the music they grew up with. I don't know. I do like some new stuff, but I can't listen to the same stuff I did when I was an angry teenager. I mean, I'm an angry 42-year-old, almost 43, yeah, sometimes, but some of that music hasn't aged very well, Bike will do 70, no problem. It'll beat you to shit. And I don't know if it's just, that thing that I got trying to stop the head wobble or what. Or if it's just normal and I'm just a wuss. I don't know. It's funny, some days I'm not talkative, some days I'm a motor mouth like today. Go figure. I'll feel really stupid when I find out this hasn't been recorded. my God, it's grass clippings. You're gonna kill somebody. I guess I shouldn't be fun. I wrecked on cinders, so I mean, I'm a dumbass too. I always hate blind hills. This is actually kind of a bad one. Because that driveway. Ugh, walnut trees. Those are dangerous as shit too. Got a question. Other riders, I kind of tend to ride with my hips, like I steer with my hips like this. Is that weird, or is it normal, or am I doing it wrong? I don't know. I would like to know. But I grew up riding three-wheelers and four-wheelers, and it's just kind of what feels natural and right. Can't really see the overdrive light because it's 42 years old and pink instead of red now, and the bulb is weak. I wish I would love to take all that dash thing apart, clean it, you know, restore it a little bit, but it's probably a little bit more work that I need to put into it, and I'd probably screw it up worse than it is, you know. Here's our turn off. If we keep going down that road, we'd wind up in like War and Panther, I think. Really, really out of the way. There's a bear up here, and it freaks me out every single freaking time because I think it's a dog getting ready to run across the road. And I think he moves it every once in a while because, like, right when you think that you're used to where it is, it's in a different place in the yard. I swear to God. Oh, Jesus, 2 PT Cruisers. For a little bit. think I just went down into first. I wish my trip meter worked on this, but alas, it does not. Periwinkle. Those always used to grow in the field out at the property when I was growing up riding three-wheelers. Kind of miss it. Jumping them and going up on two wheels and acting like hooligans, irresponsible young men. Woods porn. As long as you're moving, today feels really nice, but I've got all the armor, all the padding and stuff in my hoodie, and you sit still for any length of time, it'll get you. You don't realize how much you're sweating until you stop moving and like touch, different parts of clothes or something. I think it's in the low 70s, which absolutely fine. When it gets up into the mid to low 80s though, you can keep that, because I don't have riding jeans, but everything else, if I can't ride safe, I don't ride at all, because after dropping it, breaking my collarbone at 35, 37 miles an hour, I'm lucky I didn't get more hurt. So, I mean, yeah. That's still, you can see all the trees down from Helene that they never really got around to, which, I mean, I don't even know whose property this is. Could be state, county, somebody private. But